Okay,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I do know Marvin longer than anyone else here. When I first met him, he was 3.5 years old. And I picked out of all the instances and all the things we did together, I wanted to tell a couple war stories. Many of you don't even know he was in service and what happened so long ago. It was during, I have two different stories. It was during World War II. Marvin had been recently drafted. He was in Army basic training, where they turned boys into soldiers. The doorbell rang. I was 15 years old, and I was home alone. The doorbell rang, and it was Western Union Telegram. In those days, there was no emails, no phones, no iPhones. All communications, was usually important communications, were often delivered by a messenger from Western Union. They were for, many were for happy occasions, like births and weddings. In time of war, some unfortunately started with, "We regret to inform you that your son," etc., etc. I opened it, and it said, "Mr. and Mrs. Abraham Shapiro, your son, Private Marvin R. Shapiro, is seriously ill and is in the Army Hospital in Atlantic City, New Jersey. We urge that you come at once." I called Dad at work, read him the telegram, and he said he would be home within an hour. About 15 minutes later, Mother returned from shopping. She, of course, had all kinds of goodies for me, like Yankee Doodles and tasty cakes, and gave me. I decided not to tell her anything about the telegram. I just could not face her alone without Dad. When Dad arrived home, she thought at first that he was sick. In all the years she knew him, he never left work in the middle of the day. He asked for the telegram from me, and he read it aloud. After the shock, Mother looked at me with a look I'd never seen before. She was ready to kill me for not telling her about Marvin and just calling Dad. Well, things went well at the hospital in Atlantic City. Marvin probably had spinal meningitis, and there were no drugs in those days, and he returned to normal life and came home. When they went to the hospital in Atlantic City, Dad and I came home. Mother fed me meals, but would not look at me or talk to me, and didn't for more than a week.